Hi guys, it's Olga Heldwine here, and today I have cat Christmas party card that I created for one of my friends. She loves cats almost as much as I do. So welcome to Artvent Day 11. If you're looking for Artvent Day 10, you will not find it on my YouTube channel. It was a live stream on 13 Arts fan page, and I will leave the link in the description box, so check it out. And by the way, big Christmas Artvent giveaway is coming, and I will mention it in video as soon as it will be online. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook to be updated with those Artvent stuff. So let's go back to the cards. So I stamp those cute cards, and this is stamp set A Little Cat Agenda from Mama Elephant, and I stamped few bitty bears. I needed just a Santa hat, but I think that they look so cute when they picking from the edges of the card. And I went with really simple coloring. For the minute, I was tempted to color those cats exactly like Martha's cats are colored, but they have lots of spots, and those are super, super, super tiny ones. So, yeah, I would not pull it off. I'm sure that my coloring is not good enough for that. All the cats are gray or brown, and all the music instruments and the scissors are gold. I paint them yellow and add some wing of Stella, and I added a few red elements as well to match the Christmas theme. When I finished with painting them, and I think that they are so super cute and adorable, and my favorite is totally one that is chilling with his cup of cocoa, so I cut them out with matching dies because they are too tiny to nicely cut them out with scissors, and cutting them out with dice will save all those little bits and pieces like the one that is juggling with ornaments. So it's double shaker card. So my cats are trapped between two layers of acetate. To create this trap, I just covered my panel on the back side with acetate. And I did pretty good job with this acetate. I wanted to make that everything is nicely sealed because I will fill it with really tiny sequins. So to create first layer, I'm adding the rings. Rings are cut out from paper with die cuts. They perfectly match the holes in my panel. And it's double layer of thick paper. That means my cats are on single layer of the paper, so they will have a little bit space that will allow them to move inside their little homes that I create for them. I check out that everything is nice and they have this space to move, and then I went with the second layer with acetate, and I added a little bit of Nuvo glue. I really love this glue, and using the glue will give me this insurance that everything is perfectly sealed and no seconds will get inside the cat house, because I don't want to see those seconds on their faces. I want seconds to be behind my cats, shaking nicely. So when it's dried, you can see that those cats dancing in those small homes. When I was sure that everything works perfectly, I created shaker space with double-sided foam with thin stripes, and I created 3 separate shakers to be sure that seconds will not fall down to the lowest ornament. They will be at the bottom of all of ornaments, and everything will be nice and sparkly. And all the rest of my panel I supported with squares of foam, and everything have to be in the same level to not have any second fallout. when you're shaking the card. So when I released all the paper, I put those amazingly sparkling seconds inside the traps that I created for them. Then I added a little bit of glue again, just to seal all those spaces that pieces of tape connect, and just to make sure that everything will stick perfectly. And I covered everything with Tim Holtz mirror paper. I trim it off to have frame around my panel, and then I attached strings to my ornament. I use black and white baker's twine, and I just secured one end underneath my panel, and second end is, as you can see, on the glue dot on top of my ornament. And yes, I know that you can see those frames that I used to create those homes for my tiny cats, but don't you worry, I have cut out the rings from the same mirror paper that I used as the background, and I will tag them in so everything is covered and everything is nice and sparkly, because it's really festive card. So I went with gold frame on top, and between my layers you can see me putting heavy acrylic block on the card. It's just to make sure that everything will stick nice and flat. Then I attached Santa's hat to a few of those cats, and I placed the bow. I had to use the bow. I'm sorry, I just love it so much. I'm so happy with this purchase. This cute little tiny bow is so adorable, and it adds such an amazing accent to the card. So it's one of best purchases for me this year. And then with some stickers, I believe that it's Simple Stories Christmas stickers from last year, but I'm not sure. I added sentiment and I placed more cats on top of my panel. I put the one with the Coco on 3D foam, so he's pop out. And all the rest of cats, I just secured with one layer of foam squares here and there to make sure that we have everything on equal level here. So this one was a little bit flopping down, so I just added one more square under it to make sure that it's perfectly fine. One more sentiment on top, and a few really shiny rhinestones here and there. And if you ever watch my live stream, you know that I'm struggling with this element of composition, with those finishing touches. So I'm changing my mind all the time, and don't get attached to this rhinestone in the bow, because I will replace it with jingle bells. This card is part of my gift swap between my friends, and I want all the cards to match somehow, to be set. So I tagged in few of holy leaves that I cut out with my punches for one of the first video in Artvent. I still have a bunch of them because I cut out whole 12 by 12 paper with my puncher, and I just store them next to my desk. They are perfect accent to add to your Christmas cards. And then to finish off my card, I just placed the gold panel and white panel and all the cards that left inside the card. And I'm really happy with this one. It was really fun to create it, and I think that it turned out so great, and my friend really loved it, so I think I did good job with this one. So that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice and creative day, and check out the video description for all the links for all Artvent events that I posted. So see you tomorrow. Bye.